Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. I just wanted to touch base and follow up for those of you who were not in our Google Classroom meeting. For those couple that were, it's really just so wonderful and lovely to hear your voices and see your faces, and thank you. Thank you for showing up, and selfishly, it's amazing for me. It makes my day so much better just to connect with you a little bit like that. So anyway, for those of you who are not there, I just want to make sure that you don't have any questions about the new grading policies and such that was released by the admin. So as you know, you will have the option now of taking either your third or fourth quarter grade for your semester grade. I'll be sending out a survey in the near future to find out what option you want to take. If you do not complete the survey, you will just be issued a P for pass. Okay. Some of you, though, I think are really on the bubble between grades right now and could probably wind up with a really good fourth quarter grade and something that would help your GPA in terms of that semester weight. So I hope that most of you continue to push through this fourth quarter to make it the best outcome that you can for yourself in the long run. I also want to touch base about final exams. We will not be having traditional finals this year. You may have heard that already. I might have told you that already. I'm not sure. But what I can tell you is that you will have like one final assignment, and that will likely be related to the Crucible. And essentially, I told the students that were there today, it's going to be pretty open-ended, and this will all be formalized, so you do not have to remember this right now. But it'll be something where you take this idea of this kind of hysterical and fearful reaction to things going on within the play and compare it to something in our modern world. So it can be coronavirus, it can be other things that you may be aware of that kind of solicited that type of reaction from people and really caused a lot of fear. You can choose to write about the Crucible, but you're also going to have an option to essentially use anything we've read this year. And I will be putting together a chart with some of the memorable key points in some of those texts, so that if you don't want to write about the Crucible and you can find a better comparison or parallel, you'll have the freedom to do so, and also some reference points. Okay, I do though want to talk to you just briefly about Act 3. So you should have listened or read along to the first part of Act 3 today. During Wednesday's class time, you will essentially finish it. And so I just want to point some things out. So first of all, Act 3 is taking place all within the Salem Courthouse, and you have Judge Danforth there and Reverend Hale. Now, Judge Danforth is the judge that's presiding over everything. Reverend Hale, as we know, is this religious man who's kind of come in to make sure that those in Salem that are participating in witchery, supposedly, are actually really innocent, or on the opposite, actually guilty. Okay, so a few things that are going to come to light in Act 3. One, Mary Warren in court is going to make these claims that everyone's just pretending. This is all just pretend. The girls were just pretending to talk to spirits in the forest. None of this is real. Okay, we're going to have Martha Corey, that is essentially being incriminated because she stays up late reading books, and the court is going to suggest that those must be books related to the devil, because what else would you stay up reading? Kind of strange, right? The other thing is that John Proctor is going to play another key role. So we are going to have him trying to clear his wife's name. We are going to have him find out that Elizabeth Proctor is supposedly pregnant, which he's going to say that he had no idea about. We are going to have him accused of not being a good and honest businessman. We are going to have him show up with a petition of names that are trying to clear his wife, Rebecca Nurse, and Martha Corey all at the same time. Okay. He also will be accused of witchery because he cuts his grass on Sundays. So it's supposed to be a day of rest. It's Puritan times, and they think that that is very anti-religious for him to be doing so. So in Wednesday's reading, you're going to find Abigail's testimony, and she is going to try to incriminate the Proctors, because we know she's always trying to weasel her way back into the marriage. We're going to see Proctor really turn down Abigail and really try to turn things on her in the courtroom and use some pretty explicit words in the way he speaks to her. We're going to have Mary Warren continue to try to prove that it's all pretend. And then we're going to have this whole group of girls who were involved in that situation in the forest before the play started that I had drawn out for you in chalk, basically claim all of a sudden that there's this cold air around them, and they're going to pretend to see a bird up on the rafters in this courthouse, and they're all going to act very very oddly. The whole court is going to kind of erupt in this hysteria. And so track and read along for those moments. I think you'll find some of them comical. Take a look at your post for Wednesday, and I'll probably post this video there again as well. You'll be completing Act 3 and then just completing a short assignment. Okay? Be well, and I will see you soon. Bye.